To start off, you're going to want to pull the TV away from the wall so you can access the back. You're then going to want to clean around the outer edges of the back where we'll be installing the lights with something like a wet towel or a cleaning wipe. Next, it's time to test the lights by taking everything out of the box, plugging in the power cable, followed by the lights, and then the HDMI port in. For this, you should have something playing on the TV just so you can see the lights reacting and make sure they're working as they should be and that there's not any other issues. It's definitely a good idea to test it before installing it in case there is something wrong with it and you need to return it. Also, for this step, make sure that you plug everything into the proper location. On my system, it has two Type-C ports, one for sound and one for light. When I first started, I accidentally plugged the one for light into the one for sound and thought it was broken. However, I just did it incorrectly, and once I switched it over, it worked as expected. Now, before installing it on the TV, you're going to want to do a couple things. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you look at the instruction manual. This will show you a photo of how you're supposed to install this. This is extremely important since the colors of the lights correspond to specific sides. So if you do it improperly or backwards, the lights will show up inverted or incorrectly. For the system I have, it wants me to start in the bottom left-hand corner, go up to the right, down, and then to the left. But again, please verify this is the proper order with the instruction manual provided. Now quickly remove your lights from the roll, making sure it's unplugged from the system first. After that, you'll want to see how long the lights are by holding it up to your TV. Because most of these systems are a range, this one being 55 to 65 inches, it won't be a perfect fit for every TV. Our TV is a 55, and unfortunately this one is a little bit big on this specific TV. If you find it to be too long, like I did for ours, you can fix this by making these little bumps like the one shown right here. This will make it shorter so it doesn't stick out from behind the TV and also won't affect the functionality of the lights. Once you have this installation started, the rest is pretty self-explanatory since you just go around the back of the TV. Don't forget to use the shortening technique if need be. Once you have it fully installed around the perimeter of the back of the TV, you then want to go to each corner and use the clips provided to hide the access wire from the front-facing view. And then make sure that everything's plugged in the proper place, with the HDMI in, HDMI out, the lights, and of course the power plug. Once you do that, move your TV back into the proper position and you're left with a stunning display of color. One more thing I wanted to mention before the end of the video is that if you want to use things that are built into your TV, such as Hulu, Netflix, or Disney Plus, you will not be able to use the backlights unless you buy something like a Fire Stick or a Chromecast. If you're planning on using the backlights with more than one HDMI device, I would also suggest getting an HDMI switcher. This will make it a lot easier to switch between the two options without having to go and unplug everything.